Well, this is Tuesday morning now. Made a little bit of progress. That's what I got done up there yesterday. And this house, the whole thing is getting bullnose bead, so there's more time. It's not the regular corner bead. Let me show you maybe the bottom of the stuff. If you're not familiar with bullnose, it's a rounded corner bead like that. So you look up there, it's not the sharp corner that you usually see, sharp middle corner you usually see on drywall. It's a round plastic corner that forms a round corner, and you basically, we glue that on. It's a spray adhesive that acts like contact cement. Spray some on the bead, some on the board, let it set a little bit, get a little tacky, and stick her on. Make sure it's straight. And bottom, and I think I got that about as straight as we can for framing with wood. I'm going to take you right up the stairs here with me. Got this ceiling in here they're working on, and we got one big continuous set of scaffolding that just goes through this place. And I'll kind of show that to you. You'll get a view of the top here. And this is one of my own scaffoldings here I set up to support this. I got that out there working on. I ran this deck into my scaffolding here so I can get up from this side, simply step up here safely and onto this long deck that runs through this other scaffolding. So these are the tops of the pillars, and you can see what that bullnose corner looks like. And the bullnose that goes around here, it's slotted on one side so it bends. It bends around there to form those archways. I got most everything Durabond on yesterday, and one side the inside corners. I got a seam down there I didn't get, but it's not real important, because even if I don't get that done before I break this scaffold down here, I'll just leave that big pick there for now, and then I can pull that out later, because these are going to move out into this section, and the big decks like this are going to run out to them, so I can finish all that out there, do the other side of these arches with the bullnose. That up there is not getting bullnose bead. We're going to use a paper face bead that sticks on with compound. And that's what we're doing out there. And this is what the bullnose bead looks like up close. It just gives it a different look overall. Now a lot of times at the bottom of that, the bottom of the corner, there's a little piece that goes on. It gives it a base down there that the baseboard runs into. But these are not being done that way. They told me bullnose bead, ceiling to the floor. There's no base piece on that. So I don't know what they're doing for baseboard. You know, that's up to them. And you can see some of the detail here I have to work with. And you know, this little stuff like this, like right in here, I'm not real worried about it. They got to do something with that. Either you know, put something on there to fill in or something like that. So that's kind of how that is. Because that, I mean, from downstairs, what do they do there? You're not going to really see that anyway. So they got to fill that in with something little, just a little piece of trim wood or anything. And that'll work out good. And the edges look a little jagged now, but that's because there's compound on those round corners. And once that's scraped off and sanded, it'll give it a, you know, nice smooth appearance. But that's what it looks like. I would say this has got to be over 18 feet high up here, because both floors have 9-foot ceilings, which is a little unusual, because lot of houses when they, oh, I'm sorry, this has got to be over that, because they got 10-foot ceilings downstairs and 9-foot ceilings upstairs. So we got to be close to 20 feet at the top of this. And this isn't the highest I've done. I've been up sometimes 22, 24 feet, depending. One of them was a hallway that went up 22 feet. I just set baker scaffolding down the whole thing and took my compound right up there and mixed right on the scaffold and just kept going. And this scaffolding really helps. You know, I had this baker scaffold, I got to pull this down. I had that back in there yesterday, so I could tape and coat the top of that. I got a small one coming today. This is a 6-foot. I need a 3-foot in there. One of the guys is bringing one out today sometime, whenever he gets here. So one of the ones we had on another job that he's finishing up on. I got to tell you, it's kind of funny because my truck is parked out front, and I carry some of the company's equipment on there, and they painted a certain way so that we know it's ours. And he came back in, he was all excited. He goes, them guys out there, they got some of our equipment on the truck. He didn't know it was my truck, you know. And this is a guy that had been with us a while back. He started another business, he left. It didn't work out, he came back. So, he, you know, by then I changed trucks. He didn't know I was driving. He thought that was somebody else's truck sitting out there. He goes, I got a video of it. He showed me on this, you know, smartphone, this video, showing the equipment in the back of, you know, somebody's truck out there. He says, some of our stuff has been missing. And he says, look at this. He says, these guys got some of it on their truck. And I could have, you know, really played that one out and told him, you really should go show that to the boss, because I think he would recognize that it was my truck, and it was my truck he was filming. It was so funny, but I had to tell him. I says, I went, Eric? He goes, yeah. I goes, that's my truck. He goes, you know. It was too funny. He was all pumped up, thought he had them, you know, nailed, and caught these guys, you know, with the goods and stuff like that. It was my truck he was filming. But we have fun out here once in a while like that, and I just it's all good. But, you know, sometimes things aren't what they seem, so I'm not real quick to, I've learned not to be real quick to assume things, but it was too funny, and we had a good time with that one. I told him before I left, I says, keep that camera on you just in case, Eric. But it's all good, it's all in fun, and I'll talk to you in the next one.